Sponsored by Audible. Go to audible.com/cow or text the word cow to 500-500 to get a free audiobook today.
Jordan's Messyges.
Alexa, what is Blimey Cow?
Blimey Cow is an internet comedy channel based in Nashville, Tennessee. Created in 2005 by brothers Josh and Jordan Taylor, most famous for the series Messy Mondays.
And Messyges, which is what we're doing right now. Guys, we have lots of questions to get to. Let's hop right into it. Hi, Jordan. I have a small problem that I'm not sure how to deal with. A friend of mine recently confessed his feelings for me, and I said I didn't feel the same way about him. Now, before he done this, he had a habit of texting me every day. No kidding. This went on for at least 3 months. It was a good morning and a good night text, and 3 in between if I didn't answer. I didn't answer him every day, and often my phone was practically blowing up with messages from him if I didn't answer. When I did answer, he would carry on a conversation as long as possible. After he confessed his feelings and got my answer, I figured all of the messages would probably stop. That did not happen. So far, it's been 3.5 days, and his old habit is still in place. How do I get him to stop texting me so much without crushing him? Should I just wait it out? Look, okay, it's very obvious that if you give this guy 1 centimeter, he's gonna take it across the entire globe. Okay, look, here's the thing about physics and the human body. If you keep running and running and running around the globe, around the earth, you're gonna collapse and die. Look, okay, it's very obvious this guy has absolutely no self-awareness at all. The question, though, is this a dangerous situation? We've had many dangerous situations here on Messyges, and let me tell you, this is not a dangerous situation. It's a minor annoyance, okay? Here's the thing. You give this guy 1 inch, like, you respond to his text message. Hey, how are you doing? You say, oh, I'm doing great. This guy, he is off running. He's never gonna stop, okay? If he asks you a question like, how are you? Don't respond to that. If he asks you a question, though, like, hey, do you want to do something? Just, look, okay, we're not going to be mean, but you're not going to be cold, but you're on that side of the temperature gauge. Do you understand? You're going to say no in the nicest...
Like a no with a smiley face.
Is that what the kids do these days to show that they're mad?
I think that would seem passive aggressive.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe take Josh's advice on that one. Look, I don't text people anymore. I don't even know what I do. Dear Jordan, so a few years back, there was this girl I had a major crush on, but in my immature and sadly desperate state, I invested in an online persona named Jim Corbett to talk to her in my stead in order to get to know her better. Whenever I talked to her as Jim Corbett, she really seemed to like him and it was cool. But eventually I stopped it and we became actual pretty good friends in real life. Recently she asked about what happened to Jim and I'm torn on whether I should tell her and ruin my image or not tell her and leave this whole thing unfinished. I still kind of like her, regardless of being friend-zoned, and I don't want to ruin the friendship we have by telling her about my stupid freshman mistakes. Look, this is probably the most disturbing message I've ever received. The sad thing is this person seems so genuine. They seem so honest, like, please, what do I do with Jim Corbett? Oh, okay. Look, Jim. I think... You've really gotten yourself into a mess. The sad thing is that she liked Jim more than she likes you. That's so mean. Why did I say that? Really, I mean, if she's asking this dude who she just met, you know, there was this online guy, Jim, and he was really nice. I wish that he was here. You're standing right there.
Like, why would she have asked about him?
Dude, because that really had an impact on her life, man. That's what I'm saying.
Like, I used to have this friend, Jim. He was really great.
And he's gone now.
But I'm just friend zoning you. I'm just friends with you, but I really like this.
Yeah, that's what he's saying happened. I'm not being mean. That's what this message said happened. So she obviously likes Jim more than Jim Jr., whatever his name is. So what do you do? Dude, honestly,
I think he's got to fess up.
you've got to fess up to this. I mean, that was a terrible idea. I normally don't just completely condemn what somebody has done on Messages. I try to be kind of polite, but that was pretty bad. Look, this isn't something you need to lose sleep over. I'm not trying to like put you in a guilt trip. All right, that's not what Messages is about. Messages is about solutions. The solution here, you have to confess. Okay, and here's the thing. This could go one of two ways. She could either be completely flattered that this entire thing happened. Wow, you made this fake online persona to like pursue me. Or, look, this could be the darkest moment of your life.
He's got to come up with like a good reason why he did this in the first place.
Well, no, that's the problem. Is he can't come up with a good reason, because the good reason is that, hey, I really like you, and I still do if I really think about it. And so I made this whole stupid Facebook page.
Like You've Got Mail in real life.
You gotta get out of this chapter of your life and move on to a new chapter.
I really want to know what happens.
Yeah, well, look, they never message us back and tell us what happens. I don't know why. We're so polite and answer the message, and they never reply
I
back.
think maybe you ruined their lives.
Well, you know what? Wow, guys, Josh actually just informed me that we got a message back from Jim Corvette. Dear Jordan, what's a great audiobook to listen to while I contemplate my life? Wow, Jim, I'm so glad you asked, because we are actually teaming up with Audible to show you how you can listen to your audiobooks from Audible via Amazon Echo. It couldn't be easier. All you do is just ask Alexa to read any Audible book. Alexa, read My Lucky Life in and Out of Show Business.
Getting your selection from Audible, resuming my lucky life in and out of show business.
This is Dick Van Dyke's memoir. Actually really interesting. Audible has an unbeatable selection, including audiobooks featuring celebrity narrators, bestsellers, and pretty much anything on your reading list. Oh, and speaking of celebrity narrators, that Dick Van Dyke book is read by Dick Van Dyke. You can go from listening on your phone to listening on your Echo and never lose your place. You can pause, go back, or set a timer. It's great if you have a book that you want to listen to with your family. You can all listen to it together. Try it for free now on your Echo device. And when you're ready for more, go to audible.com/cow or text cow to 500-500 to get another free audiobook with a free 1-month trial. That's audible.com/cow or text cow to 500-500. Hi Jordan, I have a problem with the mom of a guy from my youth group. Basically, I'm really good friends with his sister and our families are close friends. This guy is in my grade at school and we're friends. I don't have a crush on him at the moment, but I did a little over a year ago. And right now, I just want to continue to be friends. We talk each week at youth group and church, and I'm always around him because of his sister. I haven't been flirting with him, that I've noticed, but I'm not sure if he took some of my friendly gestures the wrong way. He is also younger than me. Anyway, my mom recently told me that his mom thinks I like him. I am mortified. I don't know what I'm supposed to do next time I see him, because the only way his mom would think that is if someone told her, like him or his sister. So now he thinks I have a crush on him, which I don't. His sister thinks I have a crush on him, and soon the entire youth group will, because his sister is a huge blabbermouth. How do I make him think I don't have a crush on him? How do I stop everyone from teasing me about it? Please help. Look, I think the biggest problem in this entire message is the guy's sister, okay? And your choice of friends, okay? You're talking about how she's your best friend in the entire universe, the entire world. What would you do without her? I maybe inserted a little bit there, but that's basically the gist of it. Meanwhile, she's completely sabotaging you to all of her friends and all of your friends and just being a huge blabbermouth, as you yourself have said. So I'm confused, okay, why you were hanging around. Well, look, okay, it's a huge cliche in Messages that I always tell people, just get away from these people. Why are you hanging out with them? But really, why are you hanging out with this person if they would do this to you?
She should be able to just go to her and say, hey, can you not make a big deal about this? And if she doesn't do it, then she's not a good friend.
Yeah, that's right. Go to her and say, look, you know the situation, okay? I don't like your brother. I'm a friendly person. And I'm choosing to be a friendly person to you. Now, if you go to the youth group and you do what I know you're gonna do, because I've spent time with you, it might not be good. Now, it's not going to be bad, but it might not be good.
That sounds like a veiled threat. Is this?
It's not a threat.
Is this how you would have handled this?
No, no, it's not.
Like,
Look. No, this isn't about what I would do. This is about what I tell people that they should do. Okay, I didn't do this stuff.
What would you have done?
I didn't get myself in these situations growing up, so I don't know.
That's why you just tell people to stop hanging out with you.
Yeah, because I just didn't want to hang out with these people, man. Hi, Jordan. So the other day I got myself into a little problem. I have 2 friends that dated before I met them. They can't stand each other now, and they told me to never talk or hang out with the other person. Problem is, by the time they told me this, I was already friends with both of them without them knowing. So I had to be friends with both of them behind each of their backs. Yesterday I was walking with one of them, Annie, and we walk right by my other friend, Jay, her ex. She mumbles to me to ignore him and keep walking. He looks at me confused and keeps walking. She hugs me goodbye, but when she does, Jay turns around to see me again and sees me hugging her. Surprised, he speeds up his pace. She cheerfully says bye, leaving me stuck with the situation. I don't know what to do. Please help me. I don't know where you guys find these people. Where do you find these friends? If there's one thing I have learned from Messyges in my life in general, okay, growing up, it is that the friends that you choose to really associate with, now I'm not talking about like your friends as in like, oh, this person's my friend, and you guys barely even like hang out. Like you're just nice to them because you're a good person. I'm talking about people that you really, truly associate yourself with. That really, really determines the outcome of your life.
Wow.
I literally, how you treat your family and the friends that you associate with. And pretty much universally, if you ever go back and watch Messyges, the ones that are pretty like, where the situation is like, dang, how did that happen? It's because they had really just terrible friends who are extremely bad influences. These 2 people are extremely controlling, okay? Like, what is wrong with them?
Can you imagine, like, if you and I were hanging out and somebody walked by and I was like, don't talk to them.
Look, I don't understand this, okay? Just, if I could snap my fingers and make all of these terrible friends all of a sudden become better, I wouldn't do that because the problem is you.
Whoa.
It got a little deep right there,
I
okay?
thought you said that the friends were the problem.
But it all goes to the heart of the person who makes the friends.
Whoa.
Why do these people, Josh, make these friends? It's because in their hearts, they're missing something, okay? I'm about to tell my testimony. No, I'm kidding. 5 o'clock, guys. You don't know this, but every single message that we have ever ended ends on exactly 5 o'clock. Because that's exactly when Arthur started when I was a child. It was 5 o'clock and I had to get home. I had to turn it on. Guys, if you want your message to actually be answered, when you're typing out the question, even if you have a generic problem, most of these messages are technically very similar. The thing that you have to differentiate yourself out from the other people, write it in a unique way. You know what I'm saying? If you really care and you really want your message to get into your life changed, write it in a unique way. And also, add something to make it so it'd be an easy clickbaity title for Messyges. That also is a help. So anyways, you guys have a great life. 5:01 now. Gotta go watch Arthur. Don't be messy. Get yourself an Amazon Echo. And leave good messages.